Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Traag and Granitor from the NECA TMNT cartoon line. Very excited for these. This is the first time Granitor has ever gotten an action figure. We had a Traag back in the vintage toy line, but it really didn't look anything like this. This is very cartoon accurate. The original toy really didn't look... I mean, it had like the helmet and the general physique, but very, very not show accurate. These are both incredibly show accurate, so I'm super excited. Not to mention, these are some big boys. These are definitely some beefy figures, so I'm excited to check this out. Pretty much standard packaging that NECA does for these. These are Target exclusives. I was lucky enough to bag one of these online because I've still not seen anything in my local Targets. So the Ultimate Metalhead is a single release. Xerix and Zork are not out yet, but the Triceraton Infantryman and Roadkill Rodney have started showing up. People are finding those. My Target, unfortunately, still nothing. So hoping they go online soon. That really seems to be the only way I can find these. But yeah, they look great. Very excited for this. So going to go ahead and get these guys out of the box and we'll take a closer look. So before we jump into the figures real quick, I just wanted to show off that the insert in the packaging that comes with them looks like the Technodrome in Dimension X, and I think that's such a cool little detail. I love that they've gone ahead and given us that. So if you want to make a diorama or backdrop out of that, you certainly can. I just think that's really, really cool. The other thing I wanted to show off real quick is that they don't have those really terrible, like, twist tie, those hard plastic twist ties anymore. They just use like the plastic little ties that you can just easily cut. So I think that's really cool. I always hated having to untwist those plastic twist tie things and then pull them out of the packaging. I hated that. So two awesome things about the packaging I just wanted to comment on real quick. But these guys are massive. Like, I can't believe they did both of them in the same packaging and the price was the same. They are beefy, weighty. They've got some heft to them, but I absolutely love them. They did a fantastic job. Really, really nice. I mean, just look at the detail, all the shading, the rock detail. These guys look phenomenal. Articulation-wise, head is on a, I think, hinge and a ball joint, so you can get some nice movement there. Typical hinge and swivel in the shoulders. Now, they don't have a bicep swivel, even though it kind of looks like they do. What they do have is double jointed elbows, so they can bend like that. And then they also have like a swivel. I can't tell if they have a swivel. Yeah, they do have a swivel up here as well, but then they definitely have a swivel here. And then you have typical wrists where you have a hinge and a swivel as well. And everything's pretty tight, so just be a little careful with everything. But then you have a kind of ball joint there in the abdomen, I guess, the upper chest. And you have a waist swivel as well. Then you can kick forward, kick out to the side. You have a thigh swivel. Single knee joint there. Bends and can swivel around. And then you have kind of a rock and up and down in the ankle. And then they've got pretty serious treads on their boots, which I feel like to some degree make it a little difficult for them to stand, but overall they still look really good. They do come with some accessories. They each have one of these guns, which I think look phenomenal. Nice, simple design, but the color schemes look great. Really, really very cool. Now, they do have some difficulty holding them. You know, maybe if I wanted to push it all the way in his hand, I probably could, but I'm a little worried about the paint coming off. So it's a kind of a tight squeeze to get the guns in there. But they also have these holsters on the side, which I think look really cool. And I'm going to put this in the holster. There we go. So I like that. You can see they both have that holster and they have the same identical gun. So that's really cool. Trying to get these guys to stand. They are definitely quite large. Especially Granitor. He's even larger than Traag. They also come with a little Krang communicator. And then like a, I guess this is a canister of mutagen would be my guess. But my favorite accessory, I do really like the guns, but my favorite accessory, they come with this little bag with these wanted posters for the neutrinos. And I can't really tell like what they're made out of, but let me go ahead and pull these apart here. So, oops, easy there, Traag. Try not to fall over on me. So here's one for Kala. It says Wanted Neutrino Kala. Then there is one for Dash and Zach. If I can pull these apart. Dash and Zach. I don't really know why they're translucent. I'm okay with it. I think it makes them look neat. But I feel like they could have just as easily been, you know, just hard plastic painted. I don't know if it's easier for them to make them this way. But I do also appreciate that they have this little bag that's resealable, because I'm going to be keeping them in here to keep them nice. Alright, let's see if we can get these guys to distribute their weight a little bit so they don't fall over. Alright. Hang out, Traag. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Granitor. He looks great. I will say his neck worries me a little bit, and it's probably hard to see because it's a very deep indent in there. But the head is on a ball joint at the base of the neck where it goes into the body, and then at the base of the, the base of the neck where the neck meets the skull, and then I guess the base of the neck piece itself where it meets the body. So, but it's very thin. Maybe you can see it from this angle. You can kind of see it there. It's very thin, so just be a little careful with that. But otherwise, I think the detailing, the design on the head looks fantastic. The arms are perfect, exactly what I remember him looking like from the show. He's got pretty much the same articulation. His shoulders have a little bit more movement because they had to kind of put them out to the side because of how like tall they are. So you have a little bit of play there. He's got the same double jointed elbows. Wrists are all the same. Yeah, really, I would say he's got all the exact same articulation that Traag does. But they both look phenomenal. Like, I still can't get over how huge and beefy they are, and the fact that they're in the same packaging and they didn't raise the price. And I kind of feel like this is probably why these guys don't have a ton as far as accessories go, but I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it. Because they nailed these figures, they look great, and they are big, beefy dudes. And because of that, they are a little bit hard to stand. So maybe get a stand for them or prop them up against something or something like that. I'm thinking about, they do have peg holes in the bottom of their feet, but because of the boot treads, like the boot treads are very authentic, which I like, but it does make them a little hard to stand. But even still, these guys are great. I can't gush about these guys enough. NECA did a phenomenal job with them. It's the first time we've had cartoon accurate rock soldiers, and the first time ever we've had Granitor, because like I said, we only ever had Traag before. And these guys are really, really, really cool. The cell shading on them to give them the animation look, I think, is perfect. They did such a nice job with these guys. I'm just really happy. I think NECA really knocked it out of the park with this one. So at this point, if you're still looking for these, I would try your local Target stores. They should still be shipping. This is part of, I guess, technically Wave 3? I don't think we're on Wave 4 yet. I'm not 100% sure about that, though. But still, they look great. Great accessories, great detail, great articulation. Just all the way around, super pleased with these guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.